Day 582. I'm winding down, trying to wind down early. It's 10:27. Recovery day. So the day rating's kind of a 6. Just didn't really do anything. I did some pull-ups, 30 or 40 pull-ups, but no run. And kind of funny thing, even if I wanted to run this morning, my alarm didn't go off. I think because there was some kind of update for the phone, and so it installed at 1 or 2 in the morning, and maybe it took a while to kick in. I don't know, but I woke up a few times like, oh, alarm didn't go off, so I'm just gonna keep rolling over until alarm goes off. And finally I look at my watch and it's like, okay, there's no way, what's going on? I've been asleep for way too long. And I look and it's 6:30, and so I thought maybe like a few weeks ago my Wednesday alarm went off, so maybe it's still off. I checked, the Wednesday alarm was set for 5:30 or 5:45, so I honestly have no idea what happened, but I woke up at 6:30 with no alarm and just walked the dog, had a good little walk, and it was good. We actually had a little thing where she was getting ready to growl. She was looking at a dog, and I could tell she was just a little nervous about her. And the dog was across the street, and that dog started to bark, and there was 2 of them. So she got protective, and I could see her hair stand up, and I was like, no, come on, sit down. And I could tell she wanted to bark. I could tell she wanted to not just let things go. She wanted to be an aggressive dog, and I'm like, no, we're okay, come on. And she did good. She just like, okay. You could see her almost breathing it out. It was really kind of cool to see her, and she's over there. She's been sleeping for about 20 minutes. So that was cool to see, and I was like really proud of her. I was like, all right, good girl, here's a treat, let's go, keep up, you're doing so good. And there's the walk, it was fine, and came in, changed, went to work. I thought I was gonna get there early today. I ended up getting there almost 20 minutes late. I have no idea what happened. I was getting ready, I had all my things there, and grabbed my smoothie, grabbed my lunch, and I get out the door and it's 7:51. I'm like, what the heck? Where'd the time go? I'm like, okay, so I'll be maybe 4 or 5 minutes late. I'll be okay. Excuse me. And then the one day in the last 2 or 3 weeks that I didn't check the GPS route, because I keep thinking it's a decent drive, so there's easily a chance that on the side streets or a freeway a light could go out, especially with the storms. Something could tip over, power goes out, or electrical because of flooding, or drunk driver, who knows, road just closed off because debris on the road, whatever. And I didn't check it, and then I started seeing a bunch of cars. Like, what's the deal? Let me just check the GPS while I'm at the red light. So I pulled out my phone, turned the GPS on, put that I was headed to work. I checked it, and then it said you're on the fastest route when it's like 15 minutes. I'm like, whoa, I should be halfway there. What's going on? And I look, I zoom in, there's a little bit of road closure. It's like, what's going on? And it's traffic, bumper to bumper for about 3 lights. And I'm just thinking, the one day I didn't check it, and the one day there's a little accident. So it was fine. I made up the time at work. It's not a big deal. But that was interesting. Then when I got to work, this was, I guess, kind of funny. One of the first phone calls I took, I had someone there talk about information, and they gave me a number. So let's just say it's a phone number. I think the comedian was talking about this. I'm trying to remember which one. And he just said there's just some people that they get it. They get that there's a phone number, and there's a flow, a pattern that you give. So it's 3 numbers and then 4. So ba ba ba, ba ba, ba ba, right? So you give them the first 3 digits, and then the 1, 2, 3, 4, or the 1, 2, 3, 4. So you get all the 7 numbers in there. Well, in my work, we get information and you have to verify information. And sometimes when they give it, they just kind of go all over the place. It's just bouncing. So I said to the customer, I said, you know, like things were loading up and I was trying to process where they were at. And it's like, I just want to say thank you for your rhythm and your tone. And I think they caught him off guard. And I just said, some people just have a rhythm to it, and you just have this really nice, calm, collective rhythm. And some people just spew out numbers and letters, and they don't pause at all, and they pause at random points. So they don't go like 2, 3, 2, 3. It'll be like, I'm gonna give you 5 numbers, then 1, then 4, then 2, then 6, then 7, and back to 2 and 3 and 7 again. If that makes sense. So just there's no letter, number, letter, letter. It's just number, letter, number, letter, number, letter, number, letter, number, letter. And it's just like, okay. And so we just had a nice little laugh about that. I was like, just thank you for that. I appreciate that. And she's like, oh, well, thank you so much. So anyways, we just, I don't know, something I noticed today. And it's like, one of these days I'm going to tell the customer that just, when they just really take the time to make sure I get the information over the phone. So that was kind of a funny moment. Just thank you for having rhythm in the conversation. Thank you. But then, that was the day, went by fairly smoothly. Just had, my smoothie was fantastic. I had a little snack. I just bought a bunch of cashews from the store. And then I had some spaghetti and a hamburger. I know, not a great combo, but if you think about it, it's just meatballs, pretty much a burger. But I didn't have enough spaghetti for a full meal. I only had 1 burger, so I needed more. So I just brought both. It ended up working out. I thought it was good. Then had a little snack later. I just had some crackers with a little bit of peanut butter right before I left. Probably the last hour of work. I was scraping off the last bit of the peanut butter jar and putting a little bit of those on the crackers, and had about a third of the row of crackers. And then came back, was talking on the phone a little bit to a friend I hadn't talked to in 7, 8 months, and so it was just nice to catch up a little bit. And we were just chatting about running, about movies, about Halloween, about family. So it was just a great time, great conversation. And then I was just talking to another friend, and like, hold on, my sister's calling me, so let me call you right back. So I took the time to make the last bit of the video, do an extra set of pull-ups, and now I'm gonna try to go to bed because I just want to get to bed early tonight. I know tomorrow, Thursday, is gonna be a longer day, so I just want to be sure that I'm rested for that. That's it. Tomorrow we got the group run, so we'll go from there and run your life with health and happiness, and have a good night.